My 40 male wife 44 female M0 net out someone else's name during SX. She profusely apologized in tears, endured my appalled QA, says she has no idea why, and very willingly let me access anything everything that evidenced no cheating. Also, logistically, cheating would be highly unlikely. Let it go. Earlier this week, my wife and I, who have been married for 9 years, were having a particularly impassioned evening of playfulness, foreplay and X, especially because all the kids were gone and we had the house to ourselves. After a couple hours, we started getting into the main event and, amidst all the energy, excitement, passionate imperatives, etc., she loudly moaned out someone else's name. If it matters, we were positioned in a way where we weren't making eye contact. The exact words were, "Oh God, hit it hard." Someone else's name. To say the least, that definitely killed the mood quickly. After suddenly stopping and having a few rhetorical questions of disbelief, I started having a more drawn out and appalled QA with her interrogation. She says that she has no idea why she said that name and, at a loss for any other explanation, possibly attributes it to the dizzying and disoriented energy of all our activity those past couple hours. The name didn't ring any bells for me. She was extremely apologetic, in tears which appeared felt authentic to me, at a loss for how to gain my trust back, and offered to let me access anything everything that could provide evidence that she wasn't cheating: phone, computer, email and social media accounts, etc. Over the last week, I've reviewed and scrutinized all that and then some. Now that the dust has settled and I didn't find anything suspicious, in hindsight, I am honestly a bit ashamed that I became so obsessed with searching all that. As much as possible, I methodically went back 5 years and looked at data in every which way I could think of. I looked at all her messages, call history, voicemails, emails, social media account data, downloads, internet history, the list of apps that Apple says her account has ever used, Google search and location history, iCloud photos, phone carrier records her cars, Blue Link location history, cross-referenced certain things with footage from our Ring doorbell camera, etc., etc. You get the idea. She even offered to let me call any of her friends, tell them what happened, and talk to them about it. After finding nothing in my own search, though, I thought dragging her friends into this drama would be going too far. Additionally, logistically, I have no idea where she could find the time or ability to be cheating on me. I am working from home right now. She's usually either with me at home or being a taxi driver for our 5 teenagers. Because of the pandemic, she rarely goes out to hang out with friends, and she mostly just talks to them via FaceTime. I mean, sometimes I have my own appointments that require leaving the house for like the dentist and such, but only a couple hours here and there. I feel really bad now that I've gone through all that and found nothing suspicious. She still feels really badly and apologizes a lot, which, at this point, I've told her that I accept her apology. I honestly feel like I need to apologize myself for being so obsessed with not trusting that she wasn't telling the truth. So please don't cast me as some horrible person that makes mountains out of molehills. I just got a little too carried away, like I am sure a lot of people would. Anyways, all that to say, assuming I don't run across anything suspicious in the future, should I truly just let this go and try to forgive and forget about it? Do I really have any other choice at this point? Since I haven't found anything to show she's cheating, I feel like I am constantly telling myself now that I can't continue to dwell on this. Because that's crazy and neurotic from an outsider's standpoint. But seriously, why in the world would she moan someone else's name? Has anybody else slipped up like this before? Seemingly with zero explanation other than being disoriented from passion. I've said my own name during X twice. I don't even know why. I was 100% focused on my partner, but for some reason I moaned out my name. Brains are weird. I've kissed my bicep during X once. I am not someone who works out, or has any particular fondness towards my bicep. Sometimes this shit just happens. Laughing my butt off. Second story. My 34F wife spent the weekend at her ex-boyfriend's house, alone. Not telling me 34M. She's cheating on me, isn't she? Because it sure does ducking feel like cheating. We've been together for 5 years. They were together 8. They ended the relation because neither wanted long distance. I married her last year. We were planning kids soon. Last Friday she told me she was going to hang out for the weekend with her sister and friends. An old friend was in town for the weekend and they were gonna hang out. Fair enough. What she didn't tell me was said old friend was her ex and she spent the night in his room without anyone else. Just the two of them. I am no idiot, but doesn't that ring some alarm bells? I found out after her sister uploaded pics of them and Mike, her ex, over Facebook. According to my wife, she had too much to drink and was going to rent a hotel room with her sister and friends. Well, as I found out, her sister did not rent a hotel room. Her friends did not either, had thought she went home Friday. My wife told them Friday night Mike was taking her home since she had a few too many. What she didn't tell them was she was going back to Mike's hotel room. So, My wife claims Mike paid for a separate room for her since it was late. But the way she is doing this makes me believe she's full of shit. She's dodging my questions, and whenever she lies always gets flustered. So, clearly something went down. She thinks it's an overreaction. She's cheating, isn't she? She totally ducked him or is ducking him. Third story. My wife 22 female and I 29 male are divorcing after she got caught cheating. Man, this sucks. I've invested every bit of time and energy into making a wonderful home for our family. We have 2 kids together that are pretty young as well. We've been together for a few years, and got married about 10 months ago. As far as I knew, everything was great. Today I learned about 4 months ago, which I'm sure isn't really the case, but that's the way it was perceived. My wife is diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, but untreated. Over the last couple weeks she's hooked up with 2 other guys on multiple occasions, both of which are also married with kids, and has been talking with multiple others, male and female. All this while she's telling me she wants us to do marriage counseling and work on bettering our relationship. I found out a couple days ago that she had been seeing them over last weekend when she would say she was running errands and hooking up with them. I'm just distraught at this moment. The dude she was seeing just broke everything off with her because his wife caught him as well. And same scenario with dude 2. How do I stop being so pathetic about it all? Why do I still want her after all this shit? Why can't I just give her up? I can't sleep. I can't eat. Just take care of the kids and go to work. She's also been coming over to see the kids every day since, and we've been having family days with all of us together doing stuff. But she has absolutely no intentions on wanting to come back. She's living in her car and banging tweakers now, instead of being with her family that loves her unconditionally. And even though every part of me tells me that I don't want anything to do with her, the heart wants what it wants, I reckon. Sorry for the wall of text, just needed to get this stuff out. Fourth story. My girlfriend 24 female realized she is bi, and it is making me 25 male feel like shit. We have been dating for 3 years. Last month, one of our friends came out. My girlfriend and our friend had a conversation about it. She realized that she had similar feelings and experience growing up, and she has been questioning her sexuality ever since. She talked to me about this just after she realized it herself. I tried to be supportive, but it has driven my gender dysphoria to new heights. I have realized a lot of things that I felt was due to my gender dysphoria. I have been thinking about it for 2 years, but I am comfortable with my body, and from what I read, my case is not very severe. I just kept it in the back burner. Her coming out has sent me into a tailspin. It makes me incredibly sad. My girlfriend is probably attracted to women. I feel way less comfortable with my body. We haven't talked about, I know she sees I have been distant. It is so strange. Just being close to her drives up these feelings. I love her. I just wish I could be her girlfriend. That was probably my first thought when she said she could be bi. I feel inadequate. I know. I should talk to her, but some part of me just wants to wait for these feelings to settle down. I am really terrified about losing her. Any advice on how I can talk about this? Manage this situation? Too long didn't read girlfriend realized she was bi. It has made me feel like shit and drove up my gender dysphoria. I can't get a handle on this situation. Update. I got a lot of responses here, and almost all of them suggested I talk to her. She had been so brave to come out, and I needed to be really brave too. I have been hiding from my own feelings for so long. By the time I had started to question my gender identity, I was deeply in love with her, and it helped me to lie to myself that I was fine being a man because I was in love with a straight woman. I had to be a man. I think this is the exact word someone commented. I just needed to have the courage to be honest to myself about how much I hated being a man. One of the few things I did love about being a man was being her boyfriend, but suddenly that pillar fell apart. I knew I had to do it quickly and not let my overthinking go overboard. We were watching Netflix when I casually said I was questioning my gender identity. She was shocked. I told her she could take as much time to think about it, and when she had processed it we could talk about it. Later, she asked me what I was planning to do about it. I explained I wanted to find a therapist and explore my identity and see what fits, but I said I mostly see myself as a woman already. I honestly was expecting her to break up with me. I asked her if she wanted to be with me. She said she wanted to, and then she asked if I wanted to be her girlfriend. I am still running on that high. Too long didn't read I came out. My girlfriend was shocked, but she took it well. I am going to work on my identity. Hit like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing to our channel.